ownership to learn more.
Cindy Laverty Show on CRN Digital Talk Radio. My guest today is Ivy Larson. Before we get back to Ivy, I want to invite you to follow us on Facebook at The Cindy Laverty Show. You can also find me on Twitter at Cindy Laverty, or you can find out who's coming on the show and listen to replays of the show at my blog, which is crntalk.com/Cindy Laverty. So I am an easy girl to find. Ivy Larson is my guest. She and her husband are the founders of Clean Cuisine and More, which is a great website. So the site is, you can just go to cleancuisine.com, and there's tons of information here. You know, even if she's like piqued your interest a little bit about this business of eating a non-inflammatory diet, just go check it out. Her story is pretty compelling. She was, 22 years old, diagnosed with MS, and has pretty much put it into remission. So through diet, no medication. It's an amazing story, Ivy, and I'm so glad that you're here today to share it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were going to talk about whether or not we were talking about, is clean cuisine easy food to prepare? Because, people are busy, and as much as I love to cook, sometimes at 5 o'clock I go, ugh, I don't want to cook dinner.
Right. And everybody feels that way, and everybody is time crunched these days. And I'm time crunched as far as, I'm a mom, and I work, and I teach all these classes, and it is exhausting just to have to think about food preparation. And certainly clean cuisine can be as simple or as elaborate as you want it. I sometimes love cooking a big spread and a gourmet meal for my family and my friends, but then other nights I want to come home and dinner has to be on the table in like 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
And just by keeping staples on hand, your go-to staples, even a simple meal, and I was just on our Facebook answering somebody about this the other day, a simple meal of, you can use BPA-free canned chickpeas, some sockeye salmon, which is one of the greatest, purest salmon that there is. It's not it's never farmed. Throw in some fresh herbs. Use some frozen broccoli that you can get. You can just put in the microwave and steam it and for like 2 minutes. It takes hardly any time. And add a little bit of drizzle of extra virgin olive oil or some flax oil, maybe some crushed red pepper, salt, and you're done. And things like that. As long as you have the foods on hand, and as long as you keep your pantry stocked and you keep fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and plenty of frozen fruits and frozen vegetables, and I use sprouted whole grain pasta. I've got tons of beans. I've got nuts. I've got seeds. I have fresh herbs, dried herbs, sprouted whole grain breads. I mean, there's a lot of meals that you can put together in a flash, and you don't necessarily need to spend all day in the kitchen, but you do need to have a well-stocked kitchen and a well-stocked pantry, because that's essential. If you're hungry and you are, time crunched, you're going to be tempted to dial out for takeout or to choose something.
Well, you could just stock your pantry with things that you recommend versus, chemical foods.
Right. Yeah, with real foods. Yeah, it's so simple. I mean,
I think if you can't pronounce what's on the label, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body.
Exactly. I mean, it's really so simple, but even my 10-year-old son can look at a label and tell whether the ingredients are a real food or a chemical. I mean,
well, I'm guessing he had a good teacher.
Well, even getting the kids involved in the kitchen. I mean, if you go to Clean Cuisine, to the cleancuisine.com website, and you'll see we have cooking video demos, and we have a pretty good number of them. I don't know if you saw them with my son helping me in the kitchen.
I did.
Yeah, and he, he's very involved. He loves to. He gets satisfaction from creating his own meals and from, making snacks. And there's simple things. I mean, you can make a smoothie with a kid. Takes, 2 minutes to do. And he can do a lot of his own food himself. I mean, he can take sprouted whole grain bread and put it in the toaster and spread some raw almond butter on top. And he can he can peel the banana and cut it with a knife. I mean,
You've got on your site the top 7 eat clean foods.
Yes. And
can we go through these quickly so you can tell us why?
Sure.
All right, hemp seeds is first.
Yes, and hemp seeds are they're a perfect food because they don't have they're not an allergenic. It's actually a complete protein. A lot of times people think that a complete protein food has to be an animal food, but actually hemp seeds are a great complete protein, and they're very rich in omega-3 and omega-6 essential fats. And they
Can you buy these anywhere?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can go to. Well, I shouldn't say anywhere. I mean, I don't think you can buy them at a regular supermarket, but
at a health food store. Okay.
Yeah, any natural food store. They're not. I mean, very easy to buy, and they're not expensive. I actually have on the Clean Cuisine website the Clean Cuisine Caesar salad that instead of mayonnaise, when you blend hemp seeds with water and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, it makes a great substitute for eggs and for mayonnaise, and it makes a creamy emulsion for a Caesar salad. So
cool.
If you go to Clean Cuisine and you type in the Clean Cuisine Caesar salad, you'll get a great, easy recipe for a vegan Caesar salad.
All right. Why is kale a big one? We got to go through these quickly.
Super fast. Okay. Kale's great. It's got a very high ORAC value. That's the oxygen radical absorbance capacity. So that means it's just a very, very rich in antioxidants. It's also just a great source of iron. It's a very cleansing food, which all greens are cleansing foods, but it has very rich in phytonutrients. The next one is ground flax seeds, and
I use those in my smoothie.
I love ground flax seeds. They're great for the omega-3s, the vegan omega-3s, because there's two types of omega-3s. So this is a good vegan source. They're rich in fiber. They're rich in phytonutrients, especially lignans. I think they're the richest source of lignans, and those are very potent phytoestrogens. So they've been shown to help protect against hormone-sensitive cancers like breast cancer, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer. Chia seeds are another one. Chia seeds are also very rich.
What are they?
Well, they're little itty bitty tiny seeds that actually swell when you mix them with water. They swell, and they're really good for helping you feel full and satisfied. I always tell anybody who's trying to lose weight, one of the greatest things that they can do is to make a green smoothie every day with like cilantro or parsley or kale or any of those, mixed with fruit, frozen fruit, water, and chia seeds. And the chia seeds, when they're ground or when they're mixed with water, really they swell up enormously, and so they take up a lot of bulk and space in your stomach, and they'll work mechanically to help you feel full. But they're also an amazing source of omega-3s, vegan omega-3s, and also of antioxidants. And
do you have this on your website too?
We do. We have the smoothies. We actually have a lot of smoothies, and the green smoothies. We're very big into the green smoothies. I do a green smoothie every day. That's a big thing. Maca, that's another one, and this is a root vegetable. It's actually related to the turnip. It's grown in mineral-rich soil, but it also has a good broad spectrum of amino acids.
We have 20 seconds till we have to go to break.
We'll have to talk fast. Speed talking. B12, lots of iron. It's just a very nutrient-dense food.
Okay, you know what? When we come back, we're going to hear about the last two. Stay with us. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Is